Hey there, how's it going? I'm Asbestos 451, and it is the last day of October. Last month, at the end of September, sorry, I got a burp. I made a video where I was kind of recapping the month, what's going on with me these days, and figured I might as well do another one. Who knows? Maybe this will become a regular occurrence, but don't count on it. It's pouring rain outside right now. I don't know if that's gonna come through too well in the recording, but pretty crazy out there. I mean, what's Halloween without rain? I don't know if I've ever seen an October 31st that it hasn't been poured a little bit. But yeah, what's up with me these days? I don't know, not much. um, School is schooling in college, taking a university program for film and television. They advertise it as film and television, but don't be fooled by Sheridan's Bachelor of Film and Television. It is very film focused. Um, so that kind of sucks. I'm into the TV part. I don't know. Sue me, maybe. Um, there should be a class next second year, so I guess that'll be a positive. But other than that, yeah. I don't know. I'm not digging it a whole lot, but it could be because of school, could be anxiety. Still socially weird. Haven't made any friends yet. Um, but that's how it goes. uh, yeah, and group projects have been sucking recently. I've been partnered up with some pretty not accountable people, which you know has kind of sucked for a couple projects, but as has become my catchphrase, that's how it goes. Keep trucking, all that good stuff. Um, yeah, it's too bad. I'm still sussing out the vibes. I'm not 100% sure if this is gonna be like for me, but I think ultimately my career goal is to be a high school teacher. Um, Specifically like a tech, doing communication technology, which is why I'm doing the media type degree. Um, and it just sucks because in order to go get a teaching degree, you need a bachelor's. Well, you don't need a bachelor's, but the other one is like 5 years work experience, which is a little longer than going to school. Um, so yeah, and there aren't really any bachelor degrees out there, at least in Ontario. I'm just looking within Ontario, that focus in on that TV aspect, like broadcast. You got your mixing desk, you got your live cameras, all that good crap that I'm a huge fan of. Um, in high school, I was part of the class that ran morning announcements, which was fucking awesome. We had like this whole newsroom set up. Shit was the bomb. Anyways, and that's kind of what is inspiring me to become a teacher, is to provide that, I don't know, type of environment to young minds who are wanting to learn and all that. Um, yeah, so that's what's up. School is iffy. I think I've got a career destination in mind potentially, and yeah, and then yeah, socially, I'm not the greatest, but you know, uh, I recently had my reading week, which was really nice because I got to see all my friends from back home. And that was sick. I really love all those people, and I don't know, wonderful spending some time with them. And it's kind of funny. I was looking forward to college being like a start, like a new start socially. Um, getting away from my high school self, can build my own, version of me. But I really found myself missing the comfort of high school, I guess, or whatever. I don't know, and really missing my friends, and and it's also kind of funny, like all the people who I'm thinking uh, like are my close friends. Like I feel like a lot of us didn't start hanging out until like just the end of our final year of high school, which is just kind of funny. I feel like you hear that sometimes where it's like the last week of school and you made all these friends and now you're all going off different places. Um, but yeah, it kind of worked out like that. I feel like, and I guess these are people who I've known all throughout, but really only got close with. I feel in the last little bit. Um, and then I guess people who I was close with at the beginning kind of tapered off, and then uh, got to knowing again at the end. I don't know. So just funny life is, isn't it? um, yeah. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and I guess the kind of bummer is that a lot. I'm not gonna say a lot, because it's not a lot of these friends, but like definitely a couple of these friends are all going to post secondary in North Bay, um, which I don't know. I guess I've kind of had on my mind like, oh, I gotta get to North Bay, do take the film program up there. Uh, but it's not a bachelor's, as far as I'm aware, which sucks because I need that batchy. That doesn't sound right, bachelor. um, who knows? Maybe in 4 years I'll make it up there for my 2 year teacher degree. uh, I don't know. Yeah, see where life takes me, I guess. I don't know. I have days where I'm more positive and days where I'm more negative, but we're working through it. I've been listening to an excess of Radiohead, which is too bad because I'm. If you've seen a couple of those, I'm trying to do a couple Finton talks about, not Finton talks about, because I don't advertise myself as Finton on this YouTube channel. Um, I'm Asbestos here. Asbestos talking about media, and I talked about a couple albums that came out, and I kind of did like a review within a couple weeks of them coming out. And there's a couple albums that just come out recently that I want to get around to maybe talking about a bit. I haven't actually listened to them yet, even because it's so easy to just listen to more Radiohead. I find. Um, yeah, it's funny. I never thought that. Well, because since like 2019, really, I've really been into a band called King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, and I never thought that they'd be dethroned. But I feel like Radiohead's kind of taken the cake recently. Um, and yeah, I've recently got into like some of their other B sides, like the Benz B sides I've been listening to, because I've completed their main discography, but so got into the B sides. I've been listening to the stuff off the Benz B sides for a while, and I recently checked out the Knives Out Impairment Song B sides, and those things are fucking bangers. I love those. Um, I think Amnesiac was. It's kind of funny. Amnesiac was the first Radiohead album that I listened to, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is fucking awesome." Uh, I guess really it was the second Radiohead album I think I listened to because I got um In Rainbows like forever ago on vinyl, and it was always like a cool record to come around to, but I never got into Radiohead really, and so yeah, I threw on Amnesiac for some reason. It stood out to me. I like the little guy on the front. I was thinking about getting a tattoo with that for a while. I maybe will. Um, See how it goes. I'm scared of needles. But yeah, Amnesiac, I think, was the first Radiohead album that I like really fell in love with, and so it's cool to now be falling in love with the B sides from Amnesiac. Um, yeah, this past couple minutes have turned into a Radiohead rant. I fucking love that band. They're awesome. Um, I try and diversify my listening. I don't know what the point I was trying to make there. I try and diversify my listening, but yeah, it's easy to just throw on Radiohead. Um, so yeah, that's about it. Um, yeah, I haven't got much else to say. But honestly, it's been kind of a nothing burger of a month. Apart from, I guess, the reading week, which was awesome, and seeing everybody from back home in my small town. Um, oh, I guess that's another funny thing. Thing of the small town, I'm realizing coming up to the city. I mean, I'm in Oakville right now, which I mean isn't really a city. I don't really know what the vibes are here because I always associated Oakville with Toronto a little bit. Um, Now living in Oakville and taking the train to Toronto a couple times, I'm realizing that they're not the same place. um, yeah, but it's a bit of like a culture shock, I guess. And I'm realizing how much of a hick I am a little bit. I don't know because back in the town where I grew up, I'd be like, man, all there is hicks around here, country folk and whatnot, and then and I never really grouped myself in that category, and so now I'm out here, and I'm like, you're telling me you never stacked hay bales on your great uncle's farm? Like, great uncle needs some firewood piled up in the shed, and you never ran a wheelbarrow down a country road. It is a country road, but it was a county road, or was it a concession road? Oh, it was a concession road. I'm thinking of a specific instance and a specific great uncle. Got a lot of great uncles. Anyways, a couple of my farms, country properties. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of missing that yard work, choring kind of stuff. Which is funny. I was happy to rake leaves and mow the lawn when I got back home. Never thought that that was something I would miss, but here we are. And I bet once the snow starts falling, I'm gonna miss shoveling a little bit. uh, um, yeah, and recently I've been watching Letterkenny, um, which is just like a really good show. It really hits being a small town Ontario boy. I guess not really. It's a funny case because I kind of feel unworthy of calling myself a small town kid because um, the town I grew up in is technically 40,000 people, but like that's a township and it's like a huge rural area with a couple population centers. I don't know. Uh, what have you? Is 40,000? Because like there's towns within the township. I don't know how all that shit works. Um, but and I don't even live in the township of the town that I actually live in, so I don't really live in the township. I'm in a funny situation. Um, cause there's this population center, which I technically live in. Like my address is assigned there, but it's in a different township than the township I live in, and I guess the township I live in is even more rural. Um, so I guess it's less than 40,000. I don't want to dox myself completely, so I'm kind of not getting into specifics, so I can't really explain it all totally well. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with saying I'm a small town boy moving into the city, and it's kind of weird because there's no yard work to do. uh, yeah, so that's right. I'm taking the bus. That shit's fucking crazy. I'm never gonna. I don't. I hope I never get tired of public transit because like getting on like the train to Toronto and taking the subway around a little bit and then like the Oakville bus and shit. It feels so like metropolitan. It feels so bougie like with my Presto card tapping onto the bus like that shit. I really hope that doesn't get old. Um, yeah, so that's what I've got. I don't know. I'm gonna end this video now. So take care and have a great evening. And I will see you in another one of these potentially in the end of November. We'll see. I think that November is going to end up being a really busy month. October was kind of not busy school wise, but it seems like November's getting kind of the end of the semester, and it's really like gonna fucking put me to work. So yeah, see how that goes. See if I am able to maintain a 65 average. I should do. Anyways, I already said I was gonna end the video like a while ago, so I'm gonna end it for real this time. Bye bye.